Well, the Church of Scientology is one of the world's newest religions and growing, opening dozens of new churches around the world and making high-profile converts in places like Hollywood. But tonight, a former Scientology insider will allege that there is much we don't know about this famously powerful, wealthy, and secretive institution. Allegations of misuse of power and physical harassment. ABC's Dan Harris brings us an exclusive interview with a woman who was once a high-ranking church official. In his report, Scientology, an insider speaks.
Scientology, a church known for celebrity,
I'm a Scientologist,
secrecy, and controversy.
No, I'm not stopping here. You listen to me for a second.
And now the latest PR hit involves a former high-ranking insider named Debbie Cook, who's being sued by the church and is fighting back by making headline-generating allegations in open court about what she says happened to her behind the scenes in the Church of Scientology.
I was put in a trash can, cold water poured over me, slapped.
I know it's wrong. It needs to get exposed, it needs to get confronted, and it needs to get handled. It can't go on.
It's become, in some sense, the fight of your life.
Yes.
The fight of her life because she's going toe-to-toe with a church she says she still loves. One that was, she claims, her salvation. Cook was 14 when she found Scientology, a religion established in the 1950s by the science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard. Debbie Cook so firmly believed in Scientology that at age 17, she went to work full-time for the church, joining their religious order called Sea Org. She rose all the way up to the rank of captain at the church's so-called flag base in Clearwater, Florida.
Welcome to the mecca of Scientology.
But in around 2005, Cook says she started to see high-level members of the church behave in ways she found deeply disturbing. It began, she told us, when she was asked to start working more closely with the leader of the church, David Miscavige.
One quality that has always set us apart is that we are unselfish. Yes, we have an utter monopoly on workable solutions, but we share those solutions with anyone who reaches for them.
Miscavige, who has led the church since L. Ron Hubbard's death in 1986, is famously close with the world's best-known Scientologist, Tom Cruise.
The most dedicated Scientologist I know.
I have never met a more competent, a more intelligent, a more tolerant, a more compassionate being. We are lucky to have you, and thank you very much.
But Debbie Cook has testified in court that she saw Miscavige punch a fellow Scientology executive.
And you punched him in the face?
Yes. I've never seen anything like this before. Never.
And you had no inkling that it was even possible?
No, I never conceived of that. I mean, I've been in Scientology since I was 14 years old. I was on staff since I was 17. At that point, it had been more than 25 years being there. I'd never seen anything like that. It was inconceivable.
While she says Miscavige never hit her, she did testify that he ordered his secretary to do so.
And she did it?
And she did it very hard, yes.
Hard enough that you fell down?
Yes.
Why did he ask her to do this?
You know, he was displeased about how I was answering a question, wasn't what he wanted to hear in some way.
Did you feel like you could retaliate?
No, absolutely. You are definitely not able to retaliate.
And listen to what she says Miscavige told his assistant to do on another occasion.
He told her to grab my finger and to break it if I don't answer the question. So she grabbed my finger and bent it back, and, you know, my initial answer wasn't good enough, so she, you know, cranked it a little bit more, and she never did break it, but yes, that happened.
Did you ever think to yourself, maybe I'm in the wrong church?
No, I never had that thought that I was in the wrong church. I think that somebody else was in the wrong church, or someone else was in the wrong place, I should say. Just doesn't belong in church at all.
In repeated letters to ABC News, Scientology officials have denied that David Miscavige ordered Debbie Cook to be slapped or to have her finger bent back, or that he punched a fellow executive. In fact, the church sent us a letter signed by the executive in question in which he said this alleged incident did not occur and I would remember it if it had. But Cook is not backing down.
You stand by what you've said?
I absolutely do.
In her testimony, she goes even further, alleging that in June of 2007, while she was working at the Scientology International base in Southern California, she was suddenly and physically removed from an office by two large men while she was on the phone with David Miscavige.
He was asking me about various projects and was unhappy that things had not gotten done to his satisfaction. And then soon after that, the window was pried open. These two guys came through the window, and Mr. Miscavige asked me on the phone, "Are they there?" I said yes. He said goodbye. And then I was physically taken off with these two guys to the hole.
The hole. According to Cook's testimony, it was located here in a pair of double-wide trailers on the international base.
And when I was there, it had bars on the windows and security guards posted at the one door for entering and exiting.
What do you have to do in order to be sent to the hole?
You have to really have caused what Mr. Miscavige considered to be, harm, or, you've really done enough bad that you're being sort of quarantined in the hole.
And when you're in there, can you leave?
No, you cannot.
What would happen if you tried to leave?
You can't. You just can't leave. There's guards at the door.